Hello, friends. Imagine yourself curled up in a quiet room where the only glow comes from a soft blue screen. Outside your window, the night sky sparkles with billions of stars, and somewhere far beyond the reach of any telescope, 5 tiny machines carry the hopes of all humanity as they drift silently through the endless dark. Tonight, we are going to open that cosmic door together and step into the longest, most vivid story ever told. The story of the universe, of the fearless explorers who dared to chase it, of frozen moons whispering invitations, and of spacecraft that have flown farther than any dream we ever dared to dream. The universe has no edge, so where exactly are we standing? Have you ever lain on your back beneath a clear summer sky and wondered, how big is everything? Scientists have a humbling answer: we will never see the whole picture. The light from the Big Bang has only had time to travel 13.8 billion light-years to reach us. That distance forms our observable bubble, a glowing island floating in an ocean of pure black. Beyond its border, the universe keeps swelling every single second, shoving distant galaxies away faster than their light can ever crawl back to our eyes. Yet some physicists whisper an even wilder idea. What if the universe curves back on itself like the surface of a giant sphere? Picture walking around the Earth, keep going long enough and you will bump into your own footprints. In a 4-dimensional cosmos, 3 of space plus 1 of time, the same thing could happen. Fly far enough, fast enough, and you might wave hello to a younger version of the Milky Way, or even to yourself sipping coffee on a Tuesday morning 30 billion years ago. It sounds like science fiction, but the equations say it is possible. Here is a simpler way to feel the scale. Yesterday the universe was a tiny bit smaller than it is right now. Tomorrow it will be a tiny bit larger again. Our observable bubble grows by 1 light-year every Earth year, yet we remain inside an ever-expanding balloon. The head-scratcher is this: what is the balloon expanding into? No one knows. Some theories suggest our bubble is just one grape in an infinite cosmic vineyard, each grape a separate universe with its own laws of physics. In that picture, our entire reality is a single grain of sand on an endless beach. Are we alone? Where have we looked, and where might they be hiding? Rewind to the morning of the 20th of July, 1969. 2 human beings, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, stepped onto the grey dust of the moon. Their boots made the first prints in a silence so complete it swallowed every sound. The whole world held its breath. When Apollo 11 returned, there were no parades, no champagne, only 21 days locked inside a metal box. NASA feared moon germs. The result? 0 germs, 0 tiny green men hiding in the rock bags, just 22 kilograms of cold stone and the sudden, sharp taste of human loneliness. 7 years later, in 1976, the Viking landers touched down on Mars. The first photographs showed a rust-red desert under a butterscotch sky. Headlines screamed, "Mars is dead." Dreams of emerald canals and towering tripod machines dissolved into dust. Half a century of rovers, orbiters, and drills have turned over every pebble, and we still have not found even one fossilized microbe. But the universe never says, never, it only says, not yet. Since the 1960s, giant radio dishes have tilted toward the stars, listening for a cosmic whisper. We have caught a handful of strange pulses that made hearts race, only to realize they were natural static. The silence is so complete it feels deliberate. Astronomer Jill Tarter once compared us to toddlers crawling through a dark forest, shouting, "Anybody home?" into the trees. Then, in 2009, the Kepler Space Telescope flipped the script. It discovered thousands of worlds orbiting other suns. Some are rocky balls bathed in the perfect amount of starlight for liquid oceans. Others have thick atmospheres that might hide floating jellyfish cities. Our own Milky Way contains at least 100 billion planets, maybe 400 billion. The odds of being the only living speck in that crowd are smaller than winning the lottery while being struck by lightning on your birthday. Hot off the press, meet Gliese 581g, the closest, second Earth we know. 20 light-years away, a a mere hop in cosmic terms, orbits a world 3 times heavier than ours. It circles a cool red dwarf star that will shine steadily for trillions of years. Surface temperatures hover around -20 degrees Celsius, cold enough for snowflakes but warm enough for rivers. Gravity is 1.2 times stronger, so every step feels like carrying an extra backpack. One side of the planet is locked in eternal noon, the other in endless midnight, and along the twilight strip lies a golden ribbon of perpetual sunset. Scientists call it the Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold, just right for rain, rivers, and maybe forests of alien trees. 5 immortal machines have already left home forever. Let me introduce the family. Voyager 1, the eldest sibling, is 22.3 billion kilometers from the Sun. Its radio whispers take more than 20 hours to reach us. A golden record rides on board, etched with whale songs, Chuck Berry guitar riffs, and greetings in 55 languages. Only 4% of its instruments still blink, yet every week it sends a faint heartbeat from the edge of the solar system. Voyager 2, the only spacecraft to kiss Uranus and Neptune, trails 18.5 billion kilometers behind. Half its systems still hum. Pioneer 10, launched in 1972, carries an aluminum postcard showing a naked man and woman waving hello, plus a map to our sun. It has gone quiet, but its trajectory is etched in the stars. Pioneer 11 flew past Saturn and now drifts 15.3 billion kilometers away, Silver Ghost. New Horizons, the speedy youngest, buzzed Pluto in 2015 at 47,000 kilometers per hour. A pinch of the ashes of Pluto's discoverer, Clyde Tombaugh, rides inside. Today it races through the Kuiper Belt, a frozen junkyard of ancient ice. All 5 have reached escape velocity. They will never fall back. In 300,000 years, Voyager 1 will glide within 1.6 light-years of a red dwarf called Gliese 445. If anyone out there fishes it from the void, they will hear Beethoven, smell ocean air, and learn that a pale blue dot once sent love letters to the dark. Enceladus, the snow globe that sprays oceans into space. Picture a pearl only 500 kilometers wide orbiting Saturn. From its south pole, geysers taller than skyscrapers blast pure water 500 kilometers high. Those glittering fountains feed Saturn's outermost ring, a halo of ice diamonds. Beneath a shell of frozen water 30 to 40 kilometers thick lies a salty ocean 10 kilometers deep, warmed by tidal friction. Black smoker vents on the seafloor glow at 370 degrees Celsius, belching hydrogen, carbon, and complex organic molecules, exactly the recipe that cooked the first life in Earth's primordial seas. In 2025, engineers are finishing the Enceladus Life Finder. By 2035 it will swoop through those plumes, snag ice grains mid-flight, and scan them for amino acids, lipids, even cell walls. One positive hit and textbooks will rewrite the sentence, life exists only on Earth. Dear friends, our species began in dark caves staring at sparks in the sky. Tonight we have robots on Mars, telescopes that weigh planets, and 5 ambassadors sailing toward the abyss. We are small, but our curiosity is taller than galaxies. Live long enough to watch the first boot print sink into Enceladus snow. Stay healthy enough to cheer when the James Webb Space Telescope beams back a spectrum of alien chlorophyll. Keep your radio on for the day a distant voice answers, "Hello, we heard you." And when that moment arrives, in your quiet room beneath the same starlit ceiling, you will smile, because you were part of the generation that turned silence into conversation. The story of the universe has no final page. It is only now turning to chapter 1.